Shore Stadium in Pittsburgh. Tonight, a good one straight ahead. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The All-Pro Chris Boswell with the honors. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his third season as the Green Bay starter.
And I think each of the last 2 seasons since he's become a full-time starter, Mike, all we've seen Jordan Love do is improve week by week, year by year. And when you talk to his head coach, Matt LaFleur, he's very clear. He said, there is no question in my mind. He can become one of the elite quarterbacks in this league. He just needs to do 2 things: stay healthy and keep winning.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That one caught. That's Matthew Golden. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 14 yards on that pass play there. Good for a Green Bay first down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Love. That's caught downfield. Dobbs. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 23 yards.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Packer.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
The outside is brought in by Golden. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
That is into the hands of Wicks. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a first down.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Back to throw is Love. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Still running straight ahead with Jacobs. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Peyton Wilson on the stop. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 10-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he's in! Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. The kick is good, and the Packers will take a 7-0 lead.
Steelers nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Williams. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
There's not many guys, Mike, in NFL history that while their career is still ongoing, they already are considered a no-brainer finding themselves in Canton one day. And this guy is certainly at the top of the list. Let's not forget, this is not some washed-up quarterback who can't let go of the past. He is still capable of playing at an all-pro level. And if he continues to do so, any team he's on is going to be a Super Bowl contender.
They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run.
No chance at all. He'll go down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 8.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He dives, and what a pitch for the first down. A gain there of 13 yards.
That's good for a Steelers first down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on third down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
And there's a great example of the pressure altering the quarterback's plan. They need to continue to get him off his spot, continue to make him speed through those progressions. I think if they can continue to do that, they're going to find good success.
On 2nd down, Warren. And he is not going to get away. Might have got the yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
3rd down and 9. And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee. That one on the former first-rounder, Troy Faltanu.
Still 3rd down.
So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. To throw, it's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Gainwell. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. The Packers offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on 1st down. A pickup of 7.
He's out of bounds at the 11-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, Love. The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line. Patrick Weeds getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
The offense's backs were already up against the wall, but after suffering that last sack, it's all but eliminated whatever breathing room they had left, and for the rest of this drive, they don't have much room for error at all.
Third down and 9. Here's Love. Escaping to his left.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
On 4th down, the Packers turn it over to Daniel Whelan to punt, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Now a fair catch is taken here, just short of the 45-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. on the ground. It's Warren to start the drive. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. 12 more yards from him there, and another first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Now with Rodgers. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Third and long for Rodgers. The pressure too much, and he goes down. Micah Parsons, too tough to stop, gets in to bring him down.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. To throw is Love. That's caught by Golden, right side.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
It is 2nd and 6. Here's Love. That's complete on the tight end screen. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
A second down throw for Love. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
That one caught. He finds Golden.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Packers first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. In motion goes Dobbs. To the right side here, pass is caught, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
10 at the 49-yard line.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Loves to throw on 1st and 10. That's to Dobbs again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
14 more yards.
That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
A gain of 14.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of 2.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
So, we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. And we're back to the Steel City after this. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football. They've got it 2nd down and 12 to go. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Patrick Queen. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Love to throw. Looking down the field, but that ball's incomplete.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Here's Daniel Whelan now. He's on for the 2nd time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, they've punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. Here's the former Memphis Tiger, Kenneth Gainwell. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he'll take this forward to the 27.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Steelers first down.
We We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have two or three that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
On the handoff, this is Warren. Room to run inside the 40. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. A gain there of 20. Good for a Steeler first down.
I've always gone by the philosophy, Mike, that the pass sets up the run. And in these last two plays, that's exactly what happened. You hit them with the big pass, they adjust. You soften them up a little bit, you take advantage for the big gain on the ground.
Off-balance throw, it's complete. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day. Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense, no gain.
He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to slide down with the first down inside the 5. That's a gain of 16 yards. And it sets up 1st and goal.
First down.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. To the goal line and in. Kenneth Gainwell. Touchdown, Steelers. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. His kick is good, and the Steelers will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This taken at the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Packers offense ready to get back at it. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 4. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
It's third and 4. Throwing is Love. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. It is a big-time play for the Packers. 39 yards.
And they decide to bring pressure here on third down, but he does a really nice job. Remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
From the 21, here's second and 6. Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. Oh, he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
Third and 10. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. They'll look to set up the screen here. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This one will be from 37 yards out. McManus's kick is good. And the Packers will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Williams on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Steelers' offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. Start this on the ground with Warren. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Here's a second and 9 now from the 29. Once again, it's Warren. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
Fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Here's Corliss Waitman now. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Love to throw it on first down. Going for it all. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
I think he got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
We'll go play action with Love. Throw on the run is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A gain of 4, and it's third down.
Love to throw. That's into the hands of Wicks. He's got it. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
For a Packers first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Not much happening there, just a short gain.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and 9. Now Love. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Steelers' offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. They'll do so with first and 10. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. He'll take this forward for about 5.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the first down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that game.
So, from the 25, it's second and 5. They'll run the toss with Waller. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Xavier McKinney, the one who brings him down.
Xavier McKinney on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers now. That's caught. It's Roman Wilson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd and 2. Here we go. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Here's Corliss Waitman now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The Packers offense headed back to take over once more. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Love. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
On 2nd down, Love. A throw on the move is caught. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
And that 1st down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath, focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. Back to throw is Love. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the 2nd quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. Now Love, right side, catch made by Dobbs. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
That's good for a Packers 1st down. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Packers.
Here's Love. Back complete to Jacobs. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Packers going to use their final timeout now, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime.
45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Get this over the middle to Golden. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down.
First down, Green Bay.
So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Williams now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Steelers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Now a 2nd down throw from Rodgers. Here's a screen set up for Warren. This one going to be sniffed out, thrown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
3rd and long. From the gun, Rodgers. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Packers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
On the ground, it's Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun. It's Love. Work in the middle. That's Kraft. He's got it. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
They get 14 on that hookup. First down, Packers.
First down. A gain of 14. And a Packer first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
There's that man again. Another catch. And he will get into the end zone. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Green Bay.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch. But the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback. And then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills. And wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. That's about all.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
2nd and 10. The shotgun, it's A-Rod. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Rodgers on 3rd and 2. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And how about that play on special teams? Perfectly done. It checks up right at the 1-yard line. Jordan Love and the rest of the Packer offense ready for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. Derek Harmon, first-rounder out of Oregon, there for the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, it's Love. In trouble, and down he goes.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
Packers set to kick this one away.
For the Packers.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll work his way down inside the 40. Edger and Cooper, they're on the tackle.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 5. Throwing, Rodgers. He finds Austin with the grab. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 16.
A gain of 16 on that pass play. That's a Steeler 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
2nd down, they need 3. Now Rodgers. This one grabbed by Austin. And he will score! Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get it underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
Boswell now for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense and Romeo Doubs heading out for their next possession. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the third quarter. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Love. That's caught downfield. Dobbs. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
First down. A 28-yard gain. First down, Packers.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
A second down throw for Love. Got his man at the 6. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Romeo Doubs. Touchdown, Packers. That his second touchdown tonight.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Now it's McManus for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead.
14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense and their running back, Jalen Warren, set to take over once more. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. On first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a first down.
7-yard gain. First and 10
I think
at
this
the
second
40-yard
down
line.
call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
15 yards.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
10 at the
Whatever they've
45-yard
talked about in the
line.
locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
This one is caught by Skoronic. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's a
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
31-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
From the 29, here's second down and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. Crazy. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. First and goal coming up.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space, and man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up first and goal.
It is brought in the end zone. D.K. Metcalf. Touchdown Steelers. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
On for the extra point is Boswell. He knocks it through. And the Steelers cut the lead to 3. 24-21.
Steelers 21.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. He fields it at the 8. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own
Packers
32-yard
offense
line.
and Romeo Doubs heading out for their next possession. They'll start it here with a first and 10. They'll run the toss to Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
They'll try again. It's second and 10. Love out quickly to Dobbs. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Here's Love to throw. That's caught by Golden, right side. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
To return is Williams. And some good running on that return as he takes it up close to midfield.
46-yard line.
The Steelers' offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. First down for Aaron. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. A run up the middle with Warren. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. Broderick Jones, the former first-round pick, guilty that time. To throw, it's Rodgers. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. Third down coming up.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
A ball deep for the end zone. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
I'm a big fan, Mike, of quarterbacks willing to take chances. I don't want my guys sitting there scared to throw the ball downfield. But as always, it does come with a little bit of balance. He tried to get that one all in one throw and just doesn't get quite enough pace on it, and it ends up going the other way.
The Packers offense and Romeo Doubs heading out for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Love to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
In motion goes Dobbs. We'll go play action with Love. That is into the hands of Wicks. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
That one caught. He finds Golden. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Green Bay first down.
That's good for a Packers first down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
He'll get this one out to Jacobs. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down, Packers.
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play-action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not. And it's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat, and he does the rest.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. First and 10 now from the 36. In motion, it's Golden. On play action, Love. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down? This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. To throw is Love. And that is incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Williams on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Steelers offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. And this is going to be a Steelers first down. He'll take it up to about the 33-yard line.
10 yards. And the Steelers first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Austin brought in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And a nice job there, sidestepping defenders On his way, it's a gain of 9.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
On second down, Warren. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Whoa! And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain there of 11. Good for a Steeler first down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
At the 34-yard line.
Here's Gainwell. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 3. Here's a handoff to Warren. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. A handoff, running left. This is Warren. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
This back's been having his way all night long, Mike. Just a lot of room to operate. Great job by the offensive line all night long. But in this case, defense does their job. They're able to penetrate, get in the backfield, and take them down for a loss.
From the gun, Rodgers. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. 3rd and short yardage, it's Rodgers. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Rodgers now. That's taken in. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
That's another Steelers first down. 1st down and goal to go.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator...
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Jalen Warren, touchdown Pittsburgh. The game Tying touchdown here in the fourth quarter and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this fourth quarter lead.
Boswell now for the extra point. The kick is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Packers 37.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Williams now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
On second down, Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
They need one right now. Third and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score. 74 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Big play coming up for the Pack as they're going to go for two.
The Packers will set up for the two-point conversion.
From the gun, it's Love. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Steelers 28.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So a big change here. They go from down 1, score the touchdown, add the 2. Now they lead by 7 as they kick it off. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to get back at it. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Gainwell. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
Nice combination of vision, patience, and speed by the running back here. The vision to see the hole, the patience to let the blocks unfold, and then the speed to hit it and pick up a nice gain.
They run with Warren, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Steelers getting ready to put this one away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. Get this over the middle to Golden. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now Love. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
On comes the Packers punting team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. This is taken at his own 30. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Steelers' offense and their running back, Jalen Warren, set to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. The master of play action, Rodgers. Metcalf, left side, he's got it. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and a couple. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. And we'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Gain of 6.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's caught. Right side, it's Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
And he's all the way down to the 15-yard line. They get 24 on that one. That's a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. Here we go, first and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll bring up second and goal. Rodgers. This one caught at the 4. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up third and goal. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. 2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on third and goal. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And he's in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown Steelers. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening.
All right, right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Packers offense ready to take over once more. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with first down. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
15 yards.
About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They're trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the fourth quarter? I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. That complete to Jacobs. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Towels waving, Steeler fans on their feet. It's third down. Here's Luck. Back over the middle and take it in. He's got it. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a Packer first down.
Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. They'll go with Jacobs. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th.
Steelers 33-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down. Here's Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. This crowd trying to be a factor, getting very loud now. It's 3rd and 5. The RPO, that one is complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
No gain on the play.
And now the Steelers are going to use their third and final timeout. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. So here comes Brandon McManus in a pressure situation. This a potential game winner. Got the distance, and it's good. He knocks it through from long range. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, it's Williams. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Now, guy who's very familiar with this spot, Aaron Rodgers for the Steelers. Down on the scoreboard. 33 seconds to go. They need at minimum a field goal as they come up with 1st and 10. Rodgers. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Complete to Calvin Austin. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 35-yard line.
It is 2nd and a yard. Throwing Rodgers. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
16 yards.
It's a 1st down and a gain of 16.
First down.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt, and that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
That's deep for the back of the end zone. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. So out comes the veteran, Chris Boswell, in a big spot. This to force overtime. This one is good. And the Steelers will tie up the game. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Here's Williams on the return. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll start this on the ground with one. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. On the ground, Gainwell. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
3rd and 6. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Now a first throw here in overtime. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. The Packers offense ready to take over once again. He'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
At the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. In motion, it's Golden. Off the play fake. Here's Love. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Try to run it here with Jacobs.
Great job with the pressure up the middle on 3rd and 1, Mike. When that back has to make someone miss in the backfield, that's all they need to throw off the timing. He's fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage. This defense holds him to no gain, brings up 4th down.
Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. And he's on for a big one here in overtime. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Looks to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And that didn't fool anyone. They'll chase him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get rolling.
Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
Gain of 10.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup, because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
We'll try and run it here with Warren. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The Packers offense back onto the field for their next possession. Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. He will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On second down, Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
From the gun, on third down, it's Love. He'll go right and find his running back. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. We're about ready now for the punt, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Steelers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start with great field position, right at midfield with a first down. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. A-Rod down to throw on first down. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
They'll run straight ahead with Warren. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
It's a gain of 2. And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Once again, it's Warren. How he got away from that first defender, I have no idea. This will wind up with positive yardage on the play.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
It is second and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Steeler first down.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
On the ground, this is Warren. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
So out comes the veteran, Chris Boswell, in a big spot. This one to win it in overtime. This kick is good. He got it. It took overtime, but they will walk off the field with the victory. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. This was a close-fought game. They were able to get themselves into field goal range here at OT. The final kick sailed through the uprights to finally close out this victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like the video. And more importantly, share it with your friends.